So, I've heard word that Putin has put his nuclear deterrents on high alert. And what that means is that he's ready to use nuclear weapons if he deems it necessary. Now, I don't need to tell you how bad that is. We live right next door. I mean, Finland, Europe is basically right next door to Russia. Finland in particular are right next door to Russia, followed by Sweden. And those two countries have been threatened with military action should they decide to join NATO. Like not for getting involved in anything military, but just joining NATO. Putin has threatened those countries of military action. And those countries are not too far away from the UK as it is. So it's very likely that Putin will come after Europe next and the UK. It's very likely. This is horrible. This is really horrible. This is really terrifying. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm literally scared. I'm really scared. Really scared. Oh my God. Oh my God. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? What are we going to do? So Putin's on alert for nuclear weaponry. At this point, if nuclear weapons are being brought into the situation, then it really doesn't matter who wins, does it? It really doesn't matter who wins. We're fucked. We're fucked. The world is going to completely change forever if nuclear weapons, if Putin makes good on his threats and nuclear weapons are drawn into this, then it's curtains for fucking everybody, even if they win. This is one of the few times where I hope I'm fucking wrong, but something tells me I'm not going to be. Fuck. I know that Switzerland have already prepared their underground, because the thing is, there was an underground tunnel that they had this huge showcase for a few years ago, so Switzerland is already prepared. Boris Johnson was talking about a secret underground city or something. So he'd been talking about that a few years back as well. But Switzerland are already prepared. So if anything happens to Switzerland, I really thought that if Putin attacks Switzerland, then they'll be held to pay. But Switzerland are already prepared, which means most of the money of the wealthy, like the wealthiest people in the world, most of their resources and most of their money are probably going to be very well protected anyway. So they're not going to have anything to worry about in any case. As always, it's ordinary people on the ground that have everything to worry about right now. I was so angry before about the situations, to do with black folk being left behind at the border. But it's like, it's not that it doesn't matter. It absolutely does. It matters that black people are being held back from seeking safety, and to the point where tiny babies are freezing. But this whole shit right here, if these nuclear weapons start popping off, it's going to make that situation seem like a trivial matter entirely. It's not trivial. But if these nuclear weapons pop off, we're all fucked, race regardless. And the only people that are going to get out of this alive are people at the very top, the very wealthy, the very well connected. They're the only ones getting out alive at the end of this if people start fucking popping off nuclear weapons, or nukes. I tried to say nukes, but I wanted to say nuclear. But if anybody from any side start popping off fucking nukes, and I get that there are directed energy weapons and acoustic weapons that can disable the technology. I know that the US have more aircraft carriers and more aircraft than, have the biggest marines of anywhere in the world. And I know it's about air superiority, but that doesn't ease my mind. It really doesn't put me at ease. Like I said, regardless of who wins, everybody's fucked. There is just no happy scenario that could possibly come out of this. I hope, for everyone's sake, that this pantomime stops here and that there is no World War III, but I'm not hopeful. I'm really not. I'm scared. I'm genuinely scared. I tried to warn people for years. So many TIs tried to warn people for years. This is the direction that it will go in. We tried to warn people for years. Nobody fucking listened, and I feel like I've wasted so much of my time. I could have been in a better position, a more secure position by now, if I'd have just focused on if every TI had just focused on themselves, I think we'd be in a much better position now, rather than having to potentially suffer the stupidity of everybody else's mistakes right along with them. But let's see what happens. I don't know. I just don't know. Like I said, there wouldn't be any other way around this. There are too many witnesses to the social control and behavioral engineering involved in electronic weaponry. Like, there's too many witnesses to that shit. There are too many people involved in it. And once again, the world has been awakening for a long time. So, of course, the reset button was always going to be clicked. I just didn't think it would be this soon. I just didn't think it would be this soon. I gotta go to bed. I have to go to bed. I'm sorry. Bye.